Justo hasn't been eating in a long while, and he's fueled off his hate and aggression and anger and jealousy towards RTM.
Yo, my stomach's rumbling, boy. It's like man ain't ate for days.
So, guys, I need to talk about this Justo situation again because honestly, Justo has found himself in hot water. He's being exposed for being a hater and a crash out at this point. And him and Fat Mac are sitting in the gulag right now, having returned after this complete crash out on Pinky, when Pinky was just basically trying to tell him that he's a snake. And this is just the thing that Justo literally admitted to, and it's okay with him as far as he's concerned because he is no longer a gangster. He is on the internet, so he's basically turning into another Tiny. And Fat Mac is happy to see him doing what he's doing. Fat Mac is just he's just a hypocrite at this point. Listen to this clip.
This Zoo must have just turned me crazy. I didn't just hear you and Annie just go on for at least 10, 15 minutes on, I was his friend first and their friend first, and how come they can do it and I can't do it? And boom, there was a 15-minute segment of just that. Am I going mad?
What? No, I think.
I've got to answer you.
Are you going to answer, Pinky, or am I going to answer?
Annie, I'm going to answer, but I'm going to let you answer first. And Mac, please let us talk.
Mac,
don't let us talk.
Wait, wait.
But then he proceeds to let Justo speak for like 20 episodes about RTM. It's just weird. Now, anyway, Punch has also decided that he no longer wants to be part of the session because of all this negativity, all this backlash, and the fact that Justo still works there. He just can't stand him. Listen to this clip.
So you get me, I call my dog Jada. So Jada picks up and I ask him, yo, you spoken to Punch? You know Jada. Jada said, yeah, come on. I spoke to him. I told him, yeah, the package. I got the package for him. You get what I'm saying? For him to pick up, for him to grab. What? You spoke to Punch? How the fuck you speak to Punch? I've been trying to hit up this guy. Not once this guy has hit me up. Not once. And then I wonder why I go on the way I go on. When I say man don't put in the work the way they're supposed to put in the work, they get upset. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't want it.
Now, Punch has had enough of being punched around by these two. I mean, literally verbally, because at the end of the day, Justo just screams at the top of his lungs anytime someone's trying to say something that he does not like. Justo just needs to argue. Or with Rix, he used to put hands on him, get physical, and he used to call this the formula, but we just call it assault at the end of the day. Now, if we look at someone like Pinky, Pinky is just stupid because we could have all told him how this game was going to play out from the get-go. These guys basically lured him off of RTM to then make him look like a clown, do everything they can to belittle him, and now he's just I'm not sure if Pinky has any friends in this industry left because at this point everybody is starting to turn their back on Pinky, and Justo is just being a snake at this point, and I'm not sure if anyone's even going to like Justo at the end of this because Justo has done one thing that everybody expects Stakes to do, is to talk about conversations that you've had in private with them and told them not to talk about. Listen to this.
Because they was trying to send shots at RTM through me, yeah, and you're defending it. What are you doing defending it? I'm actually around you and Mac thinking, no, this shit's so cool, I'm trying to pattern, and you're there defending this shit, bro. Like, and you think I'm supposed to sit here and be quiet. And the next thing that you did as well that pissed me off, yeah, is like I said on my reaction, and you should have understood this, yeah. When you do things on the internet that people can get onto, I don't open platforms to let people air it out. When you and Chronic done whatever you did and postcode and all of that, but man was on my panel, everybody was jumping up. Pinky, what do you think of just doing Chronic? I was shutting it down. No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that here. You know what I'm saying to you? Yeah. So the minute I do something, you come on the internet, you're supposed to be my brethren. You come on the internet, you can see that people are painting a narrative on me, they're trying to clown me. What do? You open a platform where you're talking about it all day. You think I'm not going to look at you sideways from that? First of all, you think it's okay to repeat conversations that were said in private. Second of all, I've actually seen you do it when we went to Sinners. Third of all, yeah, you're sitting on the panel, yeah, bro. What have you ever done with SWF in your life? You know what I'm saying to you? Is he come to your show? Is he a content creator? But you're sitting there allowing man to talk about kids up and on the internet, and you're throwing your son in there as well. Like, what's that, bro? What for views? What have I ever done to you? And now I've responded, you're upset.
Now, I think we all need to give Pinky like some love, some flowers, some tissue, because honestly, this is just him crying at this point. He realizes what the session have done to him. He realizes what Justo and Big Mac have done to him. They have basically made him lose his job, get fired, and then done nothing, just helped him. It's just been a joke after that. All it is been him on TikTok daily, and Pinky must just be getting sick of this. He's now had to start his own channel and sit there and do reactions. And I know this isn't something he wants to do. I know he wants to go back to RTM. I don't know if this is possible, but I'm just saying, I know at this point he wishes he just never met these guys at all, and it's just crazy. And the thing is, the way Justo done Pinky was just so dirty. Like, listen to how he started this whole conversation talking about Pinky and pound sterling, and made you think it was just. I actually agree with Pinky this time round. Justo is just a snake. Listen to this.
Big up Pinky for pulling up, you know what I'm saying, on the phone. You know what I mean? And clarifying the conversation that was said and everything.
Yeah.
Yo, my stomach is rumbling, boy. It's like man ain't ate for days.
Now, as you can hear, Justo is bigging up Pinky, and you think to yourself, do you know what? He's going to say something good. He's not going to snake Pinky. He's not going to do anything that would make Pinky mad or make Pinky annoyed. Well, you guys are completely, absolutely wrong. Listen to this clip now.
I had a word, do you know what I mean, like with Pound, you know what I'm saying? And from my understanding, like I say, man, like Pound Sterling is an honourable man, you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like he's a person that moves how he's supposed to move. He's not gonna do something, yeah, without confirming to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like he didn't really say nothing wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he kind of addressed it with my man and said to my man, yo, I'm gonna talk about this, is okay, and made you think, kind of gave him the green light to address it.
So made you think, gave him a green light to say what he did?
Yeah, but he didn't even say nothing, really and truly. He just said, I'm just gonna say.
Is that a fact?
Come on, man, confirmed.
Now, the thing is, in a situation, you've got to be honest with yourself that Pinky has actually just been snaked by Justo, because Justo is talking about pound sterling in a way where he is basically trying to raise. You know what I mean. He's doing stuff that man shouldn't be doing on their knees. Now, what the problem is here is that this completely goes against Pinky, and he knows that this is the snake move, because at the end of the day, Made You Think and Pound Sterling do not like Young Spray, and this has been a thing that's been going on for ages. I'm not even going to get into the history of that, but the point being is that these two groups of people do not like each other. So he Justo is actually only saying that because he does not like Young Spray, and he's willing to sacrifice Pinky in this situation. But if you listen to Justo when he talks or replies to what Pinky had to said to him earlier, you will see that this guy is really angry at RTM and that he's not in a good position. Like, well, I'm not even sure you could say RTM's doing well for itself. I wouldn't say it's a great... anyway, let's just listen to what he's got to say.
You can't be the person out here right now talking about things that's been repeated on conversations, yeah? And then I've said it, bro. If you say something to me, I'm going to pull up a man on something that they've said that another man has said to you. Of course I'm going to pull out. It's not no joke anymore, bro. A man's reporting to another man. A man's reporting to another man where we're pulling up. Imagine if it was real life situation. Imagine if that was a real life situation.
I'm never talking about that, you know. But
bro. Let me say what I need to say. Yeah, because you're the first person to always talking about conversations being repeated. You've been going back and forth and reporting to people's situations and causing bare mix up in the middle of situation. You do that a lot. Don't say it and say like, oh, just do this or just do that. Yeah. Yo, you done this, you done something, and a man asked me a question about what you done. I don't give a damn if you talked about this situation. If somebody came up there, what do you think about the Justo and Chronic situation? I don't care about that. You think I was out here trying to demolish RTM? Are you stupid, bro? After them been coming after me and I came on you lot's panel and asked you lot a question, and then you lot sat there like dickheads, acting like you didn't know what was said. And when I did my shit, now you don't want to talk about it. When I did my shit, now you don't want to act like it. I'm the problem.
All right, guys.
You don't want to act like I'm the problem. You lot are clowns, bro. Don't play with me. I sit back and I say nothing more time. I play games with you lot. I play games with you all the time.
Now, I'm not sure what Chronic has done to Justo. I'm sure he's implanted him with a virus at this point, because Justo just seemed like he was getting out of the Gulag and now has completely crashed out and gone right back into the pit. He keeps talking about RTM and how Young Spray keeps sending subliminal shots at him. And I think this is just Justo going crazy. And even when he done the podcast with Chinks, he just would not stop talking about RTM. It's like the session is failing that badly that all they can do is be a second talking about RTM. Like it just becomes talking about RTM at this point.
I'm Justo. I'm on that time.
I'm on that timing. Yo, 2012.
Hey,
No, wait. Stop. 2012. Rude boy, I governed you.
Yeah.
You don't even remember that. I governed you.
It's crazy.
Dick is not the only one. I governed you.
Bare editing.
I governed you 2012. Giggs is not the only one.
Bare editing.
Remember that. And if that don't jog your memory, say another thing on your show, and I'm gonna remind you properly.
See, and this is where you see, like, this is the mad thing.
You can't violate me.
Because this is the mad thing.
I've done you.
Because this is where he's saying,
I've done you.
I'm playing the game. I know what I'm doing. And then he goes into this and that.
Yeah.
You ain't playing no game. You're not playing no game.
Kids really need to look at these people who have no prospects whatsoever and have got themselves in crime and in trouble, and now they have to sit on a podcast and talk about crimes which were 13 years ago and act like this is big boy information. This is ridiculous at this point. Justo really just hates Young Spray, and he's doing everything to tear him down and RTM, and it is so obvious. And the fact that he tries to make it seem like he is not doing that is just weird as anything, because anybody who's looking from a normal or neutral standpoint would see that this is actually going on. So Justo at one point could have been seen to be someone who was doing the right thing, doing the surviving RTM and making it about people who have been affected by the show per se. But now it has become obvious that all Justo is doing is looking for a story to tear down RTM and Young Spray. Like, listen to the rest of this, because it's just amazing that people can put out this information.
I'm just playing chess. I'm playing you at your own game. So when Spray says, look, when I say yeah, Spray never took our formula. But in all honesty, Spray says everybody's copied him. No behavior.
Yeah.
He says it. So why is it so wrong for me to say he copied us? Why? Why is it so wrong
I
for me
think
to say?
outside looking in, because people, I think it might be he's a bigger platform.
But why does that matter if he's a bigger player? Why can't I not just say what he says? Well, because to me, the way I've seen it, although no one has taken nobody's formula, because podcast has been here already way before I came onto the scene.
Yeah, nothing's new on earth, of course.
Americans, they've been doing the crashing out thing with each other for a long time.
The thing is I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Honestly, it's so annoying because he acts like he hasn't said about this formula and it's just a joke thing. But listen to the way that he spoke about it on Sinners. It's like he had a whole explanation for the thing.
I don't hate. I come from a block where we don't hate. We make it happen. Do you get what I'm saying? But what I'm going to say, what Bouncer said was this year. Spray has been doing what he's been doing for a very long time. And he's been getting onto people for a very long time. See the session? The session is me and my co-host will go against each other. You know what I mean? Because that's what we come from the block. On the block is where we go against each other. Now, what I'm trying to tell people is this year, he took a formula that he saw that what we were doing, what he implemented, he put it across with Chronic, then he put it across with Pinky. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like one of them ones there where they try to attack Pinky, which I'll be honest, Pinky doesn't have it most of the time.
Now, the thing is, everybody in the room is just sitting there nodding and listening to Justo, even though they know this is all a lie. Justo is a hater, and I don't know why he tries to say that it's because of the block he's from. He is not one. He is, by definition and by every aspect and every look, an actual hater, and it's just so obvious. I don't know why he's trying to hide it at this point. Now, honestly, I have to tell you that this whole delusion about Young Spray talking about Justo is just so weird, and I'm not going to say he has never spoken about him because that would be a lie, but the fact is he's never spoken about him in words, and it looks like Justo just sits down there watching RTM, trying to find out what bits he can take and say that Young Spray is speaking about him. And this is a 3-hour episode. I don't even know why he's sitting there watching Ops, but you can tell that he is clearly interested in the show and wants to do whatever he can to take it down. And like I said, this has really affected his mind. Listen to how he speaks. It's like he's gone absolutely crazy or delusional, and he might have to lock him up in a psych ward after this, because honestly, this is really breaking him down.
I haven't spoken about Spray, but every show he's been doing lately, he's been referring certain things towards me. Like Tupac. I hear, I analyze, and I see, but I'm not saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? He said he came to the show. The man them are making it seem like what it is. I'm gonna tell you the truth now. Spray came to our show. Yeah, he was being very disrespectful. My guys were seeing that I was gonna flip out on him soon. Mac caught the situation where he was being disrespectful, where he's like...
Because was it him and you arguing?
But Mac didn't say nothing wrong. When I've gone back and watched that clip, you know, Mac didn't say nothing wrong. Mac realized this guy is being bare disrespectful. And it's true, he was.
It was because of the C1 Innit? Yeah, I'm remembering now.
Yeah, but it wasn't. See what people try to make a narrative of is that I was saying that I was pressuring him, saying that C1's a snitch.
He wasn't.
That's not what I was doing. What I was, but basically, what he was saying is, yo, when we're out, no one didn't say nothing to us. Like,
I hear you, and you're just saying that doesn't mean that what I'm saying is not fact.
Yeah, what Mac was saying was, people are snitches. When I see them, I'll spot them. He tried to downplay Mac by saying that. Mac goes, bro, there's bare serious guys, people don't do nothing to, and they're in the room, and people they don't want to.
Yeah, so that doesn't mean that. That doesn't make you not a snitch.
Yeah,
he's not trying to hear that.
Have you seen like any snitches that in your area or anything? Yeah, that people know that there's shyness on their name, but they walk around like.
Because you don't want to engage with them.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's not beneficial.
But
these two should actually take up comedy at the end of the day, because they're trying to act like Young Spray was being disrespectful when Young Spray was actually being on his best behavior. If I'm being honest, like I haven't seen Young Spray behave that well anytime. Let me be real. So even though they might have had him governed, the whole lie that Young Spray was deemed disrespectful isn't true. What happened is Big Mac or Fat Mac got emotional when Young Spray said he does not spud snitches, because Fat Mac spuds snitches and he likes those sort of guys. And at the end of the day, they then tried to put it with, oh, there's some serious guys that are snitches. But Young Spray wasn't hearing that. And they also tried to pressure him into saying C1 was a snitch, or was trying to say C1 was a snitch, even though Young Spray had turned around and said to him he couldn't be, because C1 was meant to have sent me to jail, and me being Young Spray, knowing that C1 did not send me to jail, then how are you lot going to tell me that he's a snitch? But listen to this, because watch Young Spray's demeanor and tell me if Young Spray isn't well behaved, honestly.
You get what I'm saying? Or a man might have something in his funny in his locker or something, so you're making, you get what I'm saying? But I know 100% it's bullshit, innit? So you're going to have certain people that's going to be, they're going to run with it, innit? Because obviously you lot couldn't chat to man. And you know you couldn't chat to man. And because if this was the case and all that, why weren't no one saying nothing? Because we was everywhere. So why weren't no one saying anything? Like, do you know what I'm saying? So when I see I think, right, but hold on a minute. We was everywhere.
1 second.
Why weren't anyone saying anything?
1 second. You see that, yeah? I know that there's people that's known as for snitching.
Yeah.
When I see them, I might just spud them and keep it moving.
That's you.
This was the disrespect that they said took place. Like, look how weird and how emotional Big Mac gets after this, because Young Spray said this, and then Big Mac just got so annoyed because Young Spray basically made him look like an idiot, made him look like a fool. Like, why are you spudding snitches? Like, what kind of weird behavior?
Bro. It happens, though.
You see, sometimes, people on snitching, they're on demon time. They want to even prove their.
Hold on.
They want to even prove themselves even more.
What are you trying to say?
Hold on.
I know, but what are you trying to say?
Hold
I know, but I'm trying to get to it.
Just because you're everywhere doesn't mean.
But what are you trying to say?
Loads of people see people.
So what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say you think he's? I don't know. What are you trying to say? I've just told you it's not. He's not. It's fake. Like, what are you trying to say?
What I'm saying.
He's basically saying,
Listen,
hold on.
Hold on. What I'm saying to you is that just because you was rolling with him, that doesn't mean nothing.
Listen, I'm in the paperwork. It's got me in the paperwork saying I sent him jail.
Hold on, you're vouching.
He sent me jail.
You're vouching for him.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's got me in the paperwork.
You're vouching for him.
He didn't send me jail.
But you see the bit where you're saying, we was everywhere.
Yeah.
Bro, there's punks everywhere. Let's go pay.
Everywhere.
No, but I'm saying no one wasn't saying anything.
That doesn't mean that you're okay.
No one wasn't saying anything. No, it just means everyone was scared because they like something.
No, that doesn't mean no one was scared.
So why weren't they saying anything?
That's like,
why they only saying things now? Why they only saying anything now?
This is why idiots think they can just go anywhere. And well, I was there. No one didn't say nothing to me. No. Some people, if they know your profile, they might. So what? If you say something might happen, right?
What is it with big men trying to explain themselves to other big men about situations which are their ideologies? If someone doesn't believe what you're saying, then just leave it at that. Big Mac did not need to go into a rant or start getting mad at the fact that Young Spray doesn't understand the fact that he spuds snitches. Like, who wants to do that? If this person's from your school or you knew them, you just walk past them, cross the road. Make sure you don't really even see them if they're that much of a problem for you, because Fat Mac just seems like he's scared and has to spud snitches that are on it. Like, come on, guys. Like, stop being weird and stop getting emotional about the fact that you like to spud snitches. Young Spray does not do that. He's more respected than you, apparently. Or, no, to be honest, he probably is, because you're just a fat guy who sits behind the camera. So no one even knows who you are. But anyway, the guys, I'm done with this one. Like, share, subscribe, and I shall see you on the next one.